Welcome to round number 3. We have won the die roll and living the dream. Pilgrimage on turn 3. Okay, we're going to keep 2-0 so far, which is pretty good. I mean, I feel really good about standard. I feel, though, like the only thing I'm nervous about is if people just show up with decks with like 3 or 4 clashes in the main deck, and then also show up with humans. Humans is the one deck I'm scared of. Then worlds could be tough. Planes, okay. But hopefully we can dodge that. Anyway, have a reasonable hand here. Bunch of ramp. We have a crush. Looks like we could be playing against green white, but yeah, looks like we're playing against Bants. He revealed us planes and played an island. It's possible we got clash here, but I'm not. Yeah, I'll take the Nissa. Well, if he counters the pilgrimage, I kind of want the explosive vegetation. But if he just lets the pilgrimage resolve, then I'll be like land rich. I have a lot of lands, but not a lot of spells, and Nissa can potentially help me get there. So let's just take the Nissa. Though it's kind of risky. If he Clash of Wills this pilgrimage, this could go really poorly for me. Just a very strange opener from my opponent. No 2-drop. But the next pilgrimage is I think he has Clash. Nope, he doesn't. The next pilgrimage will get me extra lands, which is nice. I'm full expecting him to be holding up Spellqueller next turn, which is why I don't think the pilgrimage is really that useful. The explosive vegetation. I'm under the assumption that he's just going to go play that plains and then pass again. Ooh, he's playing the Spirits version. Okay. Well, that changes things a bit. We're under a lot more pressure than I immediately thought. This is almost after humans might be the hardest matchup. I've been losing this matchup a lot. Let's go ahead and play a land first and play vegetation. Probably as a spell queller. Yeah, this is really gonna be painful to watch, guys. It is really hard to beat this deck because they just have so many counters, so much tempo loss, and like the advocates that normally don't block against them. But let's see what we can do here. Port Town untapped. Yep. This is rough. This is rough. All right, let's play the Nissa. Try to flip it. Maybe that'll buy us some time. There's that Coco in response. Hoping he doesn't hit a Spell Queller. Ooh, he hits this Mausoleum Wanderer, which actually is kind of awkward. Because now he can tag my Pilgrimage. But I think I just have to do it. He's going to counter it. That's fine. Ooh, he lets it resolve. So my Nissa will flip here. We get 3 forests. He might have just F6'd on accident, which is kind of unfortunate for him. But this should gain us some life. Hopefully we can hit some spell. And this is renewal. Okay. I guess leaving this in play is also good because it can get crush, which is nice. If I can resolve this crush, though, I get the vegetation back, and I just start doing really well. Worked out really nicely that we got this Nissa. The Bant Spirit deck, I guess, has less counters than the normal deck. But also the Cocos are worse, I think, because they play less creatures. Attacks the Nissa, hits me for 1, sure. If they have Coco, I don't know if they have Clash of Wills. I could play Pilgrimage plus this 3, but he can just counter that with Mausoleum Wanderer. So let's go ahead and cast the Renewal. If he has another Coco into 2 creatures, he can counter this, but I just need to get this off the board or resolve a big spell. I mean, if he's just got rattled, no matter what, the trick to this deck is, yeah, we lose to 2-drop Spell Queller, Coco. Okay. Is there some sort of 1-mana spirit? Nope, it resolves. Okay. The more lands we have, the better, because it potentially turns off any Clash of Wills, and it turns off this Wanderer from doing anything. We're at 20. Might come down if he has a Reflector Mage for the Crush or not. Also, like this is the usual, right? We've cast a bunch of mana ramp. We've thinned our deck. We're short on gas here. We really need a spell that impacts the board. Or sorry, that draws us cards or impacts the board. Going to 12. I think this Crush is likely going to resolve. I don't think it really matters what we cast first. We have one island left. Okay. Gonna hold on to this waste, I guess. Did we draw? We drew a Send to Sleep. Yeah, that's the problem with Send to Sleep. It's definitely one of the worst cards in the deck. If he has like another Mausoleum Wanderer plus another Spirit, or his last two cards, he can actually counter this Crush and just kill me. Though I suppose it's not lethal because we have the Send to Sleep. And I guess he's got no... The one thing that's about playing against this deck is they have more counters. He can recounter the Spell Queller if he wants. They have more counters, but they also have less big creatures. Like, Bant Company kills you with, like, Tireless Tracker and Advocate because they just get so big so fast. Let's see what he's got. Rattle Chain, sure. And Mausoleum Wanderer. Selfless Spirit. So he's got Spell Queller. Spell Queller. I should probably should have written this down. Let me write this down. He's got. If I Send to Sleep his guys, can he counter it? Spell Queller. Nebelgast. Wanderer. So I can actually upkeep Send to Sleep these. I believe he can't counter it. Oh, he can. That is quite annoying. Because you can go like... He has just enough mana to... Well... All we know about is Spell Queller, Nebelgast, Wanderer. So if he doesn't have a 2-mana Spirit, this is actually going to resolve. So actually, I'm just going to cast it. It's kind of risky because I can just cast it. Oh, he's got a Spell Queller in his hand, but it's fun. We want it now that I think like we have to clear the Spell Queller out of his hand, so in case we drop pieces or anticipate. So this is definitely right to do on the upkeep. I was just thinking he could tag it with Wanderer, but he can actually tag it with Spell Queller. Wanderer, okay. The thing is, he needs a Spirit that we don't know about, like another Selfless or Rattle Chains. Okay, he's doing it like that. But that's a win for us because he does have lethal next turn. But it just, we'd much rather him counter the Send to Sleep than a top deck. So what do we want to draw here? We really want to draw Part. Part is probably our best draw because he's forced to block and then we get the Send to Sleep back. Part. Mirror Pool. Beats. If we draw Part there, we win. If we draw Crush, we might win. If we draw Jace, we probably win. If we draw Emrakul, we definitely win. Beats. Bad matchup. One draw away from getting there is not bad at all. We want Sphinx. We want Dispel. I actually think that Advocate is actually bad against his version. I think this is it, though. We could want the Negate or Void Shatter. Void Shatter hits more stuff, but is a lot more awkward against Mausoleum Wanderer. But I think I want it. Like, he's got Coco. He's not going to have that many spells Negate hits. Like the classic weirdness of like Negate is bad against Coco decks because they usually only have 8 or maximum 9 spells. So there are games where they'll just never, like you'll have it up and they'll never cast it, or they'll never even draw it. Or like you'll draw the Negate after they've cast 2 spells and then they just never cast another. Alright, let's see if we can get this Bant Spirits deck. Oh, did I not board in the aerial volley? Wow, I just missed that. That was foolish. So if you're looking at that and being scratching your head, it was just not on my radar. I have not played against Bant Spirits very many times. Ooh, not like this deck. We're going to 5 here. He's on 6 though. Hand's bad, but you know, he's on 6, and we do have a Sphinx, which should be quite nice if we get it into play, I imagine. Wander, yeah, he's got a nice start. That's pretty bad for me, just because it means any Anticipate that I draw, or Pilgrimage, or Explosive Vegetation is going to get tagged. So yeah, I'm not sure if this matchup is worse than the Bant matchup. They're both not great. Was hoping to get a 3-0, but looks like we're going to walk out of here with a 2-1. I suppose I can play the Den Protector first. I guess I don't even have the Pilgrimage yet. I'm talking like I do. I always have it. Face down. Yeah. I could play the Traverse first, just to ensure it resolves. It's kind of likely he might have Spellqueller mana up next turn, because he revealed... I guess I should have seen what he revealed. A Plains. But this is just so mana inefficient to play around Spellqueller, and we're on 5 cards, so that's kind of gross. I think I just played Traverse, because it's possible that if he has Spellqueller, he won't Spellqueller this. Doesn't really accomplish that much. Nice. Now we attack. If he wants to trade his Spirit for my Morph, that's fine. And I think I just play the Nissa, because I am actually weirdly... I can weirdly win a race here, because I have the Sphinx. If I just keep beating him down for 2, it's just much... And same thing as before, it's much more efficient than mana efficient than playing Traverse. But we pass. This deck is pretty sweet, actually. I know that, like, not many people play it, but it impresses me. Like, the game, it just really hampers what you can accomplish. This guy says face down, because if you... Ooh, it resolves. Alright, we're beaten down. We are just dead unless we draw something here, which I don't even know what we can draw. I'm just under the assumption that he's going to flash something in end of turn, because he didn't counter my Morph, which I kind of wanted him to. And Nissa's Renewal isn't an out because he's got the Wanderer. I think we're going to need a Crush. I think our only out is Crush. So he's at 11, so if he doesn't have something, looks like he does. It's a Selfless Spirit. Okay. I think we need specifically Crush. Uvenvald Hydra doesn't save us. Can't think of any other outs. Send Asleep. If it can somehow resolve, we're still dead. Yeah. I guess I can double Send Asleep because I have the Den Protector. Explosive Vegetation. Ooh, I guess I should have attacked first. No, because then he can flash in and block this. Flip the Nissa, try to hit a Prayer that's not there. If he's got Coco, yeah, we just have no outs. Well, that's going to be it. Unfortunately, we got destroyed by this deck, but that's how I would imagine it goes down. Doesn't matter. I'm just on board. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you see me playing this at Worlds. Hopefully you enjoyed this deck. I know that Standard is basically, you know, the tournaments are all over, but this is put a lot of work into this deck. I think it's pretty good. You know, it definitely has its weaknesses. Thank you, and tune in another 2 weeks for my next video.